Hi guys and welcome back to the Mighty Blues. My name is of course Cameron and welcome back today to another video. Everton have confirmed that they have a new sleeve sponsor. Everton have signed a sleeve sponsorship agreement with BOXT, one of the UK's fastest growing businesses. The full statement reads that the multi-award winning e-commerce and fulfillment platform is regarded as a leader in the UK heating market. The distinctive BOXT Life logo, which is a nod to how the organisation's numerous products make life easier at home, will appear on the shirt sleeves of Everton's men's, women's and under-21 teams from the start of the 2022-2023 season. As part of Everton's portfolio of partners, the platform's logo will also feature across the club's digital spaces and in locations at Goodison Park and Finch Farm Training Complex. The statement then goes on to speak a little bit more about BOXT, what they do, a little bit more about the history of their company. Apparently, their success is demonstrated by more than 12,000 five-star reviews on Trustpilot, an engineer network of more than 3,000, as well as numerous industry awards and strong partnerships with major household names brands such as Google, EDF, B&Q and Halfords. Andy Kerr, who is the BOXT CEO and founder, said, "We're really looking forward to partnering with a football club of Everton's global renown and taking our place on the club's iconic royal blue and alternative shirts. Everton is a widely respected club with strong community values, and we're keen to engage with their fans as we work to bring BOXT to life across the country. BOXT was created to bring transparent, fixed and fair pricing for home heating and home installation products, and with the current energy crisis, we see the need for this now more than ever." Richard Kenyon, who of course is Everton's Chief Commercial and Communications Officer, said, "We're delighted to welcome BOXT as our sleeve sponsor. BOXT is an impressive and ambitious business, and we're really pleased that they've chosen to partner with us to help accelerate their growth plans. I'd like to thank our partnerships team and the team of BOXT for the work they've put in to reach this agreement, and I look forward to seeing BOXT Life branding on our famous royal blue jerseys this weekend." And then the statement ends with, "Everton and BOXT are working with the club's retail partner, Fanatics, to ensure the sleeve patch is available to supporters going forward. Further information will be provided in due course." So there you go. Everton have a new sleeve sponsor, BOXT, after weeks and weeks and weeks of rumours of Kayak potentially becoming the new sleeve sponsor, and even rumours going as far as to that Kayak had agreed a deal with Everton. That deal, of course, was either matched or more likely bettered by BOXT, and it has been officially announced this evening that they are the new sleeve sponsor. I've got the image up of the kit. I'm not going to show it because I'm sure you've all seen it anyway, or you can at least go onto Everton's website or Everton's social media and view the image. It's very distinctive, I will say that. It's not very subtle. It's not in any way, shape or form small, but it's not a surprise either. I think what we have to understand with these sponsorships, it's the same with the Stake sponsorship, is one of the biggest sort of criticisms of the new kits is how big the Stake logo actually is on them, be it the away kit, be it the home kit, how actually prominent the Stake logo is. But what we have to remember is that these companies are paying Everton millions and millions of pounds a year. I don't know exactly what the BOXT deal is worth financially. Obviously, it won't be worth as much as the Stake sponsorship because it's not a main sponsor, but we know the Stake sponsorship is worth millions and millions of pounds a year, and they're not going to give millions and millions of pounds to the club for, you know, effectively a tiny little logo on the front of the shirt that is sort of outweighed by the design of the shirt or whatever else. And it's the same with BOXT. They're not going to sit here and give Everton millions of pounds or hundreds of thousands of pounds, whatever it may be, to, you know, have their logo present on the shirts if it's just going to be a tiny little logo that nobody can barely read. So it has to be to a point where for them to get their money's worth, it's at least visible and it's at least prominent so that people pay attention to it. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. There's a lot of white in their logo, and obviously on the goalkeeper kit, there's a big sort of square of black. Maybe if we could have gotten rid of a little bit of that sort of box, if you like, and shortened it down, it maybe would have looked a little bit smarter. But again, the whole point of these companies giving Everton money to be sponsors and to be partners is so that their logo is out there, and is so that it catches people's attention and it makes people look, oh, well, what's BOXT? I'll have a little read into that. Oh, actually, that looks like it, it would work for me. Or what's Steak? Oh, I'll have a little read into that. That looks like that it'd work for me. Listen, with these types of situations, the way I look at it is it's another revenue, another channel of revenue for Everton Football Club. It's another form of income for Everton Football Club, and it's another avenue for Everton to make money, which can ultimately then be reinvested into making the football club better, in terms of bringing in players, in terms of bringing in better people to run the football club, better people to manage certain areas of the football club. It's another revenue stream which it was ultimately massively needed, because it had been missing ever since the Angry Bird deal finished 2-3 years ago, whatever that was. At the end of the day, we aren't in this country. Sports isn't like what it is in other countries. When we were over in the United States, we visited a couple of stadiums, a couple of NFL stadiums, baseball stadiums, and it's very, very different over in America. Companies can literally sponsor a gate, and I remember in one of the stadiums there being a Verizon gate, and there was a gate with a different sponsorship name at the other side of the stadium, and companies can literally sponsor the toilets in different countries, whereas in this country it's very different. The thing being sponsors has to be deemed of whatever the value that is being put on the table, otherwise it can't go through. And the reality is, for the last 2 or 3 years, Everton have had an open opportunity to earn money that they haven't been able to earn because of a lack of sleeve sponsor, and now obviously that has been rectified. As I said, I don't know the financial sort of details behind the deal. I don't know how much it's worth. I don't know whether it's worth significantly more than Angry Birds is, whether it was worth significantly more than Kayaks would have been. I would assume it will be. And I don't know where it falls in terms of the stake sponsorship deal either. However, what I do absolutely know for certain is that it's another revenue stream for Everton, and it's another way of Everton making money. Now, what I would say is, if you don't like the way this looks on the kit, be it the home kit or the away kit, obviously we haven't got much of an option with the third kit because it's not being announced, revealed or released yet. What I would say is, if you don't want this on the shirt, I would go to the shop and try and get either of the shirts as soon as possible, because obviously, as the club have confirmed, they'll work with Fanatics to get this rolled out onto shirts in the coming weeks, I would assume. But as of now, if you went into the shop to buy the new home kit or the away kit, it wouldn't have the BOXT logo on it. But I would fully expect over the next couple of weeks or so, if you were to walk into Liverpool city centre and go into the Everton shop, or you were to walk into, the Everton shop next to the ground, I expect every shirt that is on sale to have this logo on, because ultimately that's another form of revenue, and that's what BOXT are here for, aren't they? They're not here for just for the players to wear it, and then when the kits get sold, it not be on there. They'll want it to be worn by the fans as well. So, yeah, I've sort of changed my perspective on these types of things over the last couple of months or so, and since it's been quite evident that Everton are in such a financial, such a bad situation financially, or certainly have been over the last 12 months, these types of things have more so pricked my attention in regards to how much money these companies are bringing in, and as long as the company is, in terms of humility and morally, a decent company, and BOXT, I don't know an awful lot about them, of course, but from what I'm reading there, they sound very much like they, are trying to do good things in the world. Then, I've got no problem with it. The design, is it unbelievable? Is it amazing? Does it look dead pretty? Not really, but it's another revenue stream for Everton, and I can accept that it might look a little bit, it doesn't look great if they're bringing in more money to the football club, because ultimately, what Everton have done for far too long is spend more than what we make and just simply not be sustainable. And, in order to be sustainable in the modern day, you need to ultimately try and make as much money as possible off of everything, and having a sleeve there that could have been sponsored, not being sponsored, isn't doing that. And now we've got a sponsor. I think it's positive. Listen, there'll be a lot of people that won't like it because they'll be simply looking at the way it looks. But what I would say is, it's more money coming into the football club, and surely that is a positive. And I'm sure BOXT will be looking at doing some very, very good things with Everton and Evertonians over the coming years of their partnership as well. But there you go. Everton have confirmed that BOXT are the new shirt sleeve sponsor. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Do you like the way it looks? Maybe some people will like the way it looks. Do you dislike the way it looks? Or are you not particularly arsed because it's another revenue stream and that is important? Let us know your thoughts down below. Massive thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed this one, please do hit that like button. It only takes a second. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. Cheers for watching, and we'll see you later.